All right, we're now joined by one of the Encore players. In fact, it's Nerfed from Encore. Thanks for coming in, Nerfed. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm great. No problem.
That's great. Well, it's obviously a big game tonight, but you guys are no strangers to big games. You've won pretty much every tournament we've had. But how have you found the tournament so far in skill level compared to the NGRI competition? Obviously, you know, a lot of the same players, but a bit of a mix-up in some of the teams. But how have you found the overall skill level in the competition?
Well, I mean, it's definitely risen, especially since the last comp. Teams have definitely gotten better. We've got a better selection of decent teams now. And there's still a long way to go, but I mean, I can say with confidence there's probably a lot more people that we can get stuff out of scrimming now than what we probably could have used to.
Yeah, definitely. I also think that
the skill level's definitely risen quite a bit.
Yeah, you're right. I think also definitely we've seen a lot of skill compression upwise from the lower teams as well. I mean, obviously you guys have won convincingly in most of your rounds, but I think some of the other lower teams have started to, you know, watch your guys' matches and the other top teams, and they're really coming into their own now. But, you know, maybe a few player shuffles and there'll be some other teams that can challenge for the top there. But sticking on the Foosh Invitational, have you guys found the rule change of the first to five have changed the strategy or the way you approach games? I mean, remember the Mad Dogs versus Spade game on Well, where it was just a massive camp fest waiting for the other team to slip up, waiting for a kill before the push in, and there was a standoff of about 10 minutes there, before the teams confronted finally. But, I mean, have you guys changed your strategy at all for that first to five format?
I mean, it's very hard to say because, you know, we've rarely had matches where, you know, we're not just trouncing or easily getting to five regardless. I mean, I think it definitely changes the way you approach the game just in... I mean, you've got a definite goal and, I mean, the pressure's on when there's four caps or whatever like that. You know, I mean, it definitely changes the dynamic a little bit. And I think it just makes the game a lot cleaner, a lot better. It's definitely a good change.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think just the need to push forward and that time element has really added something that means that the teams really go a bit more aggressive, where usually they might just be more defensive, which is great because we see a bit more unpredictability in the closer games where, you know, it's usually people might just hang off there, but instead they go like, look, if we're going to get to five, we're going to have to push here. And yeah, it's resulted in some good mix-ups that you wouldn't usually see. But Nerf, let's stick on tonight's game. Talk to us about the maps and where do you guys feel strong? What's your... Obviously we've got Badlands, Gravel Pit as the decider, and Granary as the second map. What do you guys feel strong on, and what do you think... Where do you think you might experience the most potential trouble from YSW?
I mean, we've put a lot of work into getting back up to scratch. I mean, particularly on Granary. We weren't too happy with our Granary maybe a month back, and I mean, we put a bit of effort into getting that back up to par. And our Badlands has always been pretty strong. I'd say we'd have most trouble on Granary, I think, against YSW. That'll be the harder map for us, I think. And with regards to Gravel Pit, it's anyone's game there. I mean, we haven't faced each other for quite a few weeks, just in the lead up to the tournament. I think both teams have got their eye on the last game rather than sort of the games before that. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, let's just talk about that for a little bit. If it does in fact go to gravel, I mean, what do you mean? Would you perhaps elaborate a bit more on anybody's game? Do you think it's just that's a map where a few key kills at the right places can win you the map?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot about picks and you know, the pressure's on with the time, and I mean, what one kill is the difference between, you know, a 3-minute win and a 30-second win. So, I mean, we're both very familiar with how each team plays. About it comes down to comms and how you play on the day, really.
Well, let's talk about that for a little bit, actually. Of course, back in the Mad Dogs days, you obviously had Bout as your medic, and now he's actually playing for YSW. I mean, obviously without any kind of too sinister insinuations, do you think having a YSW having Bout on board has changed a few things? In fact, that they know how you guys operate perhaps a bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Boat brings a lot to the team. I think he's helped them in a lot of areas where they probably weren't up to scratch in the past, and he's sort of picked that up a little bit. But I mean, our team's changed drastically since we lost Boat. I mean, even just subtle things about how we play has changed a lot. So I mean, whilst I think Boat's brought a lot to it, I don't think he gives them a significant advantage in that regard anymore.
Okay, yeah, and I haven't seen you guys play gravel pit in quite a while actually, but I remember when you guys were the Dogs, your gravel pit strat was definitely a Boat strat where you have the sentry on the left-hand side there defending C. I mean, I'm not sure whether you guys still run that, and I don't expect you to reveal it or whatever, but I'm just talking about that kind of thing where he might be able to give them a bit more insight. But we'll move on, but let's just talk about YSW for a sec. So YSW, obviously a very strong team, and you know you can't have any really weak links in this level of play to be able to hammer that much. But I mean, is there any of the YSW players that you particularly watch out for, that you go, you know, watch out for this player, he's coming at us, we really need to tie him down?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, especially when it's us two teams. I mean, I don't think there's a clear winner in regards to like individual skill, really. I mean, it's more how you perform as a team. I mean, I think if you give the YSW players room to move, they really can pounce on that. I mean, it's something you need to watch out for.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played against YSW too much myself, but I have played Nig in a few pubs, and he scares me. But anyway, so tonight, obviously, you guys, good luck for the game. But is there any other things that you just want to let the community know as to what your guys' intentions are going forward? I mean, how do you see the TF2 community shaping up in the future past this tournament? Is it just Oz Fortress, perhaps some format changes, anything like that?
Well, I mean, at the moment, there's only positives. The only way to go is up at the moment. I mean, there's much more teams. I mean, everyone's gotten much better. I mean, you see the improvements week by week at the moment. So, I mean, the only way for me to see it going is up at the moment. But I mean, no format changes or anything like that. I mean, on a personal team level, I think we'll probably take a bit of a break after this comp, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe a month's break, just to have a bit of a rest. I mean, a few people feeling a bit burnt out. But I mean, after that, we should probably get back into it. We'll see, probably evaluate our future in a month's time or so and see where we want to go from there.
All right, well, there it is, people. You heard it from Encore Nerfed. Thanks for joining us, Nerfed, and good luck in the game tonight. We'll see you in the server.
Cheers, appreciate it.